We now want to go back to Josh Einiger. And Josh, you were talking about that woman who was holding a baby inside of the bank, and now you are talking with that woman now?
Yeah, we're in the bank with her, Sade. This is Jaylene, and this is one-year-old Ava. And this was kind of a scary afternoon for you guys.
Yes, it was. Just trying to get my daughter through the crowd just to even go run some errands. It was really crazy. It was really hectic.
You were saying you're from Queens. You were trying to go to Burlington Coat Factory, and you come out of the subway. What did you see? I
come outside, and the park is just literally filled with people, like crawling with people. And next thing I know, there's a whole bunch of cops that come by, and they got riot shields, and they're tear gassing people, shooting people with BB guns, and people are just jumping all over the place, running back and forth. It was hectic.
And what did you think? You're here with your baby. What did you think about this?
My first thing was just trying to make sure she's safe. I'm just trying to get somewhere where I can just keep her safe, keep her out of the crowd, keep her away from the tear gas and all the noise and people trampling over each other, and I just wanted to keep her safe.
Now, as this was going on, first of all, we were talking about businesses before. You made it to Burlington, and you said it was closed. They closed the gates?
Yes, they closed the gates because of just the entire crowd that was just standing. They covered the whole sidewalks, the park, the streets. Everything was just closed. Everything was just bombarded with people.
So as this was happening, did you know what was happening, what this was all about? Or
I knew that there was supposed to be a giveaway going on. That's why everybody came. There was supposed to be a giveaway. But when I got here and seeing the amount of people that was here, it was ridiculous, the amount of people that covered the entire park, And
you know, you were saying you've heard of Kai Cenat,
yes,
his influencer. What do you know about him? Do you follow him? Are you like are you a fan? Were you before today, I guess, a fan?
I've watched like a few of his videos, and I've seen like some of the things that he does online, and he does make good videos. He does make funny videos, but today was just a different kind of day. Like, this was just completely hectic, and it's like I do put a little bit of blame on him as far as like, you know, New York City is a crowded place. There's a lot of people. You never know what could happen. And today it just got completely out of control.
What do you make of what the police were up against when they got here? They clearly had no idea this was about to happen.
Yeah.
And they, you know, the first cops here were dramatically overwhelmed.
When I got here, there was actually a cop not too far from the park that was right here, and he ended up getting beaten and jumped by, I want to say, over like 10 people. I don't know what started it, but all I know is that I hear people saying they're jumping the cop, he's getting beat up, and then more cops come and they start, you know, retaliating and rioting against the people, and it was just hectic. And the only thing I could think about was trying to keep my daughter safe and keep her out of the crowd and keep her away from here.
That's wild. Did you see that officer after? Did they take him to the hospital, or was he hurt?
I didn't see the officer, but there were a couple of people that I saw that got up that had like lumps on their head. There were a couple of people saying, oh, they're shooting tear gas over there, and some people were also saying, oh, they're shooting BBs, they're shooting people with BBs, and you can hear it, like you can hear the popping noise from when they start throwing the tear gas. You can kind of smell it too. It's like a little bit of a peppery smell. It's just crazy.
What do you make of this?
I think that this was just completely blown up out of proportion by all of the people here that came to contribute. I understand you're a fan of Kai Cenat, but it's one thing to just come and try and support him, but to come and make a mess of not just the city, but of just other pedestrians like me that are just trying to get by and go throughout their day. It's just, there's no consideration, and it's ridiculous, honestly.
All right, so what's your plan now? When it's over at this location, you're still like taking cover in this ATM lobby. What's your plan?
Well, I'm actually here because there was a police officer that told me to come in here for safety, just to kind of keep my daughter out of the crowd so we don't get like trampled or arrested or pepper sprayed. So I'm just here just kind of waiting for all of this to be over, so I know, okay, it's safe for me to go out there and go home without having to worry about anything.
By the way, speaking of kids, I mean, did you notice how many kids were in this crowd?
Yes, a lot of the people that were in the crowd were like under the age of 18. I saw a lot of 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds. Some people even came with like their brothers and sisters and parents, and it was ridiculous. I feel like in a crowd like that, especially with what was going on and all the police out there, it's no place to have your kid at all.
Tell me your name one more time.
Jaylene.
Jaylene. I'm so glad you're okay.
Yes.
And Ava's okay. Yes. And I think it's probably safe for you to step outside now. This area is completely is locked down right now by the
Yeah,
cops. So I'm
yeah.
sure you can get it wherever you need to go. And I'm glad you're okay, and thanks for talking to us. So